I'm going to start here with these pretty little flowers. Well, we still got daisies.
They're just coming out.
What are these little deals that are purple? It's like a grass kind of thing, but they have purple flowers.
Oh, those are chives.
Chives, and that's the flowers on them. Cool, neat. Oh, and there's an iris from those iris deals.
Yeah,
There's.
but that's the only one that came out of it.
Oh, that is so cool.
Trampled.
Nice little camera.
He got off that idea. You still got that idea? You still going in the military?
Yeah, he's still talking about it.
Oh, shit.
Not sure why, but I think it might help him. He'll get some money and pay off some of his debts, and he'll go to college. If he doesn't die. I'm worried about him getting died.
Maybe quit smoking marijuana, he could do it.
Yeah, actually, that's what delayed his fucking deal. He was in fucking.
Dale went over, took his kids over, he's living with his sister in Coeur d'Alene. Yeah, he went through that damn divorce.
Really?
Dale, he's a single guy now.
Really?
He's gonna move into his house. He's tearing up the carpeting he had to. Brand new carpeting, that guy had a dog. Oh well, none of my business. Poor goddamn kids. Hey, kids are smart. They can tell what's going on.
Sure they can. So what's going to happen? Who's going to have the kids?
Yeah. Well, all she's after is that money.
She's after the money, that's all, huh?
Yeah, he's got money. That's a big problem. The taxes were out of. My taxes are going to probably be $3,000 this year.
So when did he get his divorce? When did Kyle get his divorce? When did he get his divorce?
Huh?
When did Kale get his divorce? When did Kale get his divorce?
Oh, he filed this last week because they were one of those deals. They don't even have to show up in court. I give him the name of my lawyer, Gustavus. I said, the trouble is you ain't going to get any money out of it, he'll get it all. I says, hey, please, throw your head out of your ass, just listen to me, will you? Don't go to a goddamn lawyer. Just divorce her. Don't sign no papers. And put it down as you're going to handle it.
Yep.
Don't listen to me. Because I'm right. That's the way I got my divorce. It cost me $100. That's cheap. That was a... And I even bought the lawyer a drink. Hey, Darby, they're putting in a sewer system. Everybody in town is in on it.
Cool.
I can't believe it. Well, Jesus, try 3 days. Business must be getting bad.
No, I'm off. I asked. It's just the way it goes.
The cocksuckers are going to go under just like General Motors, Chrysler, and Ford didn't go under yet. They'll go.
No, Ford kept.
They're on the edge.
Ford has got pretty good cars. They got better cars than anybody right now.
Yeah, let the goddamn assholes buy their goddamn cars. I don't give a damn.
Nobody's going to buy these stupid little golf carts.
Yeah.
The fuck they want the people to buy. And you know what? There's $6,000 for the battery in the goddamn hybrid cars. When they go south, who the fuck's got $6,000 to buy another battery?
Well, you got three old cars. You can get about $18,000 on a new car.
Oh, really? Wish I'd have kept the other two.
And you can use it as a tax reduction.
Well, what else is new?
I'd like to know how the hell this mess, how they're going to pay off everybody and get this mess straightened out.
Doesn't make any sense, does it? It doesn't make any sense, does it?
No, hey, they had this deal last night. They had Chrysler and General Motors, all their big shot CEOs that got canned. Holy God, they are scared to talk because their goddamn government's got a monitor there.
Oh, sure they do.
Those cocksuckers, they can't open their goddamn mouth. They never said anything. They're scared to talk. Our goddamn government is worse than the Muslims.
Well, we got a Muslim running the deal. What are you talking about? It's worse than the Muslims. The Muslims, he's going around the countryside. He was in Cairo and he talked to everybody there. He's a Muslim more than anything else.
Yeah.
Well, he always has been. We don't even know if he's got a birth certificate. They really haven't really shown an actual birth certificate of him being born in any place that was America.
Yeah, since Chrysler, the government owns 10% of Chrysler. They own all the General Motors. And the Ford Motor Company has borrowed about $5 million or
No,
$5 billion.
Because I understand it, Ford Motor Company said, no, we don't need any of your money. They didn't take any money. They took about 200 grand.
Well, that's true of everybody in the United States. They have to borrow.
They might have got, but they turned down government money. I can't see them changing their
They're
mind.
talking about stopping our insurance.
Of course, they're stopping it. They're trying to convert everything into a fascist socialist state. That's what change is all about. When Obama was talking about voting for change, change is what he's doing right now. He gets that stimulus package that Pelosi wrote, and what he did with that is he was able to pay back all of the people that got him elected. Like 2.1 billion went to Acorn. A bunch of money went to this person, this business, this entity, and he'll say one thing, and then the George Soros group of MoveOn.org would say, "Well, no, you got to be a left-wing radical. You can't be your own man." He is not. He's not. He's a figurehead. Nothing. He's got no real power, actually.
Well, it's like Sunday Well, he was 8 years in a concentration camp over there in the Hanoi Hilton. His damn Chinaman locked him up. He's supposed to get that insurance. So last time I went over to hell, I took him with me because he didn't drive a car. And he had a DDS, delayed stress syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, they did the same thing to him they did to me. They tore up his card. Our goddamn government, lying son of a bitches. That's why otherwise I'd be over there. And that new hospital is boarded up they built for old farts.
They just boarded it up?
Yeah, that's all. They got plywood over all the windows.
Huh.
They don't give a damn about anybody being in the military or anything else.
No.
It's a sad damn deal, I guess. I guess we aren't in bad shape as a lot of other countries.
No.
Afghanistan here's the most dangerous country in the world. They kill 7 or 8 women every day. They go after women.
Yeah, they do. Well, the Al Qaeda and Taliban are a bunch of living in the 700th century, and they're hiding behind the civilians' skirts because they embed themselves in, and then they blame. Then that way, if they could say, "Well, this is collateral damage," and you know what? Obama is not worth a goddamn as far as I'm concerned. He comes out with this happy horse shit of, instead of calling them terrorists, which is what they actually are. He's talking about doing a contingency.
Enough Americans vote to get a son of a bitch, get somebody that's worse than the last asshole. He's about, to me, 3 times worse.
Oh, he is, yeah. He hasn't even produced a birth certificate to prove that he should be president.
I learned about this goddamn.
They haven't produced an actual birth certificate that he was born in the United States.
Yeah.
He spent most of his time as a Muslim.
Yeah. My poor hooker friend comes over here trying to. I give her $50. I said, "Hey, I don't want to fuck. Here's $50." I went and got her $50.
Which one was this one?
And don't spend this on that goddamn pimp you married to either. I said, you know, goddamn it, Jody, I'm telling you.
Don't mention any names.
Who bought that house up there that
I don't
you
know.
bought? She said, "That's my money." And I said, That's what I mean. He's a goddamn pimp. He's using you. He'll probably charge you for every customer you have too. That's pimping. I think it pissed her off. I can't believe it. $2 or $2.
Tell me about some. I don't want to hear about other people. Tell me about some of the stuff that you've done.
You can't make it on the way. Look at you. You have to hold down 2 jobs just to pay off the IRS. When, and I figure if I live to be your age,
You've already lived to be my age.
They'll get all your money. They are pretty sharp. I noticed they changed those deals on that card every month. You get that card in your check, on your monthly check.
They just direct deposit it.
Yeah. That one of mine, they change it every month. They change it. The money they're drawing out. And I guess that's the only thing that keeps the government going, I guess. I notice the bars are starting to get fuller. When times get tough, people go to drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, I think Dennis one said, Dennis Wiseman, he said, you know, Keith, you got the bad attitude. He says, you're right though. The more money you owe, the better off you are. Because the higher up on the scale, they have to keep you going, otherwise they're going to lose their ass too. And that's true. Then there's an article about yesterday's editorial. Got an editorial. I was just reading it in bed. That's probably why General Motors and Chrysler and Ford have lasted so long. It's too goddamn big to go under. They'll drag the government with it.
Yeah.
Don't make any difference. They just print some more money. It's the same the day I was born is the same now. Oh, no. If I didn't read this paper, I'd be all right. The new car is a hard top. Hey, if General Motors and Chrysler were going on, some other company will start building that crap just like what they're building.
What's a BMW Z4 Roadster? That's made in Germany. Actually, they got a plant here, I think, that they build them.
Figure out how to build a car that gets some mileage. So we don't have to buy all the oil from foreign countries.
We got enough oil here if they just uncap it. It's a bunch of bullshit. We could buy our oil from Canada. We don't have to buy it from the Arabs. I think the reason they've been buying it from the Arabs is because they got all this money invested in all the refineries and in all of the drilling. They might as well use it up till the oil dries up. And for some reason, they can't increase the productivity because it's starting to run out over there.
Shots for General Motors and Chrysler and a couple of guys from Ford. The Ford Motor Company guys wouldn't talk at all. These are guys that are fired. The government fired everybody on all those big corporations, and they had about 100 of them last night, and they were interviewing them. None of them was one gal, she was a woman evidently. She was had a dealership. She poured the heat on these son of a bitches, and they wouldn't answer. You know, she was trying to find out what happened. They shipped her a couple hundred automobiles, and she owes the company over $250,000. They aren't going to take them back, and they wouldn't answer. That's typical of big shots.
Well,
They don't answer anything. The bigger they are, the tougher they are too. I guess that's the way our system. I guess that's the way it is. That's Joey. I tell me, she got 3 of them. She just bought another Jeep, a custom built one. Looks like those long deals, and it's in a gray 3-seater.
huh.
I don't know. She has to lay on her back a long time to get the gas tank full. She's a pretty sharp girl. She could run her own. I told her, I said, buy this bar on her down. Don't give them no money down. Just buy it on long. That guy was ready to sell it, and she talked herself out of it. I said, just buy it with nothing down. He fell off a ladder, you know, messed himself all up. And he had that brand new car, and he hit a deer over there on up the valley.
Yeah, my son got a deer ran into him when he was coming back from through Idaho, and he was near Lookout Pass, and one of them just jumped right into his. He was past. I guess he passed through Lookout Pass, and a deer just ran right into the side of his car.
That ladder out there, I got 4 belts over and screwed under the roof. That's why I leave it up there, because it takes an hour to get it loose. No ladders are safe. They're just like that pile of shit you're driving. Someday you'll find out what I'm talking about when the thing blows up. You'll already lost one. Hey, ask Ford Motor Company what caused that. They won't answer anyway.
No.
Of course, I remember Dad had that one car. It used to burst into flames all the time. It was built by Essex. That Essex was all wood with metal over it. That was the first model. I wonder if there's any bootleggers left in Montana.
I'm sure there is.
I don't think you could make it. They got wine over here, $50 a bottle.
Whoa.
Jesus. Maybe that's why my sister don't invite me down for dinner if you can't afford the wine. She quit driving her car too. She went out to get her last license and they wouldn't let her pass her. So she drives over and gets groceries and that's all. They only fine you $100 if you don't have a driver's license. If you're not drunk.
Somebody's calling. Maybe it's for you. I'll stop this.
I don't know what the hell. This is Saturday. Thank you. All right. Jesus Christ. Whew. I don't live down there.
What's up?
Oh. Well, see, Colorado. See, in the Denver area, all those banks down there in business building and loans is owned by the state. And the water, his water system, and his gas system is all owned by the state. They bought, and that's under a different deal than we got. He owns a bunch of damn rentals down there. The reason he's broke, he just rents it on one fourplex. He has it's up to $4,000. I'm currently paying $2,400 on this crap. And then 25 with the sewage. Jesus. He's coming up. He isn't coming up till the 25th of July. Evidently his wife doesn't get the whole summer off. That's why she quit that bank. Well, I got enough problems of my own. Rent this place out and move in there.
Why don't you? But you got your garage though.
Yeah.
You should keep your garage. That's a good thing to have.
Don't need all this room.
Then you'd have to park outside though.
And he said that money, I got the card there, says they withdrew it. And he says, no, that he transfers all that money back into my account. And they got some new gals down there, they lie to me all the time. Bankers, yeah, you can see why you don't trust banks. God. They even, last when I cashed one of those goddamn checks in there, she shortchanged me $100, but I picked that up and the credit. About a month later, I got a credit. That was on my Social Security check.
Those dirty
That's the one
bastards.
there. I'm going to cash it in the bar. I don't trust those goddamn bankers.
No, I don't either.
Son of a bitches. I don't trust nobody.
I don't blame you. When it comes to money, a lot of banks, lawyers, and real estate people are all prostitutes, you know.
That's like my old sister Elaine that I built that big house. She's always keep telling me I had a bad attitude. I said, when you deal with horses' asses, you get that way.
Oh, and
I
financial
said, you don't even know what the hell I'm talking about.
financial advisors are a pain in the art parasites
I said,
too.
where did you get to be 94 years old, then you'll have a faint idea if you read the papers every day. I don't think the average guy even reads the papers. Do you read them?
Yeah, I do every
You
day.
read it from front to back. It takes me all day and all night. Those damn editorials they write are pretty bad, you know, especially about Obama. Hey, you know all those old ex-presidents they're badass in Obama. You notice that? You know that's our political system.
Yeah, well, Jesus, take a look at what
Yeah.
Obama is.
Hey, he didn't make this mess. It's that goddamn Republican
Oh,
guy.
bullshit!
Yeah.
Pelosi made this mess with his stupid fucking stimulus
Well,
program.
if that son of a bitch that was in there.
Which
that's him.
we don't have the money, so what do? They're printing the fucking money to pay for it.
Yeah, well.
And he's changes. He's got this stimulus package. He put $2.1 billion he gave to Acorn, which is being investigated for voters fraud.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to hear this happy horse shit about the fucking Republicans. The Republicans did a hell of a lot better job than fucking Obama. He hasn't got a clue. He does nothing but show weakness to the fucking terrorists and the Arabs. First thing he does is say, well, we're going to get rid of Gitmo and all this shit. You know what? The guy's a fucking idiot. He wants to, well, okay, we got a working fucking missile defense system, but I'm going to cut it out. The guy's an idiot. And you know what? He's an idiot because he's being run. He's being run.
They're
Oh fuck! He's being
They got
run.
their head up their ass. Just
He's being run by the fucking left wing of the Democratic
that's
Party. They're running his ass.
it's just like Obama is right now.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, Obama. I'm not talking about anybody else.
Oh,
Obama is a figurehead.
oh.
He's being run by the fucking powers that are in the left wing of the Democratic Party. God, I knew you're smart, but Jesus, you should figure that out too. There's no such thing as change that's any good from him. It's basically changing America into a socialist fascist state.
Yeah, I noticed that the oil is back up to $100 a barrel.
Well, that's right.
It'll be probably back to.
It's because now that there's speculation. The speculation is what's.
Why don't we take some of our reserves and start panning them out? We got 2 oil reserves.
I know. Why aren't we using it?
Yeah. And pretty soon here, hey, see where they get coming out, Tesla's coming out with that hydrogen car this year, and another guy has got a hydrogen car too.
There's a guy down in the Bitterroot that builds hydrogen cars, and they work.
Yeah,
He converts regular cars into hydrogen cars.
that's right.
They'll probably fucking kill him. There's too much money involved.
Yes.
But for the longest time, I've been figuring out if you can utilize electrolysis to feed hydrogen and oxygen into the air intake, you'll have more efficient complete combustion is what
It's
you
been the
get.
same for 94 years. I'm 30 years older than you are. You don't even know. You never went through that goddamn deal in 1929.
No, I didn't.
That's when I lost my ass.
My grandfather did and
all
my mother
money,
did.
I lost everything. And my old man run me out of the house with a baseball bat.
That's because you voted for that fucking communist. What's his name? FDR. Him and his wife both were communists. Look at the land he gave to Joseph Stalin after World War II. Everybody says, "Oh, it's because he's sick." Bullshit. He's a communist.
Actually,
They used to refer to Joseph Stalin, who killed more people than Hitler,
that's what I say.
as Papa Joe or Uncle Joe. They thought he
The last
was.
president we had, he got us into this goddamn. Where the hell are they picking on our country? They didn't even have the atom bomb. Why the hell didn't?
Oh, get off of that.
But
That's over. That's over.
A lot of American good kids lost their lives.
Okay,
That's what I've got against him.
it took them 2 fucking bombs before they surrendered. They didn't surrender after Hiroshima. They surrendered after Nagasaki, which was the second bombing. I don't know what the
I don't know what they're going to do with that damn North Korean.
God only knows.
Those bastards. Well, a lot of people died.
Yeah.
Look what we did. To the
Look at how many people that's lives were saved by that. Japanese as well as American soldiers. Would have been house to house battling. Would have taken another 5 years for Christ's sake. And when they spend $1 million on a goddamn project, you don't think they're not going to use it? That's all over and done with. What pisses me off is we got a president
in my lifetime
that may not even been born here.
4 times in my lifetime.
We got a president that may have not even been born in America. Then nobody's produced his birth certificate yet. Did you know that? Yeah.
But of course I read it. Fucking papers, I can tell you.
Well,
how many more months it'll be before this office you're working for will be broke.
I wouldn't trust anything out of the Missoulian.
Like the paper there, yes.
The Missoulians fucking lucky they've fired and laid off all their people. Now
I think they're on it right now because they're laying you off for 3 days tells you a lot of it.
No.
Yeah, why are they doing that? They got the money.
Because it happens.
Huh?
I was talking to this lady and she explained it to me.
I think they can't pay off the Chinese.
Oh, they got to pay the Chinese off?
They own 343 million. I don't think. Well, that won't hold a candle to what General Motors owes the government.
Hell, America owes the Chinese. The Chinese is like the Japanese bought treasury bonds. The Chinese have been buying treasury bonds. What do you think that all the money's coming from? We're printing money like the Germans printed it after World War I. It's really stupid. We're printing money to pay for all this happy bullshit.
You think that someday somebody could come along that could figure out how to run a car on hydrogen? That guy, what the hell? That guy over in Europe claims he's got hydrogen running in cars now. It's in the paper. And then you know what happens? The oil companies will buy them off. It's nice today. Jesus, if I go to Libby and back, talking about 40, $80 for gasoline. I don't know what in the hell. There's a classic example. Those guys killed over half the people in Libya and got away with it.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? Well, you know what? They did. You know, I blame it on the prosecutors. The prosecutors didn't do a good case. They didn't do a good enough case to convince a jury.
Jesus.
And the judge pretty much said they better come up with some actual evidence or it's not going to happen. And they apparently couldn't come up with any. I'm surprised that they couldn't come up with any with all the different people that were sick and dying from the asbestos in that.
I remember when I was growing up, that's all it is. My dad knew what was going on. Everybody else was talking about those son of a bitches and that asbestos getting in your lungs. 2 doors down, the little gal, her husband works in the goddamn mines and she died from the asbestos. And everybody was talking about, you know, that shows our system, our government is our law system pretty bad. They could have had the trial up there and been the same too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, look at it. Look at all the.
Well, I wouldn't mind if it didn't cut up my. I thought the reason I went in the goddamn military, I thought I'd have a place to sleep. Shit, no. Well, first thing you do when you take out Social Security insurance is you lose all your rights on your military. If they'd have told me that, I wouldn't have signed up for it. Jesus.
Yeah, but tell me about some of the stuff that you did in Lockheed.
Of course, it's probably better than living in one of those rest homes. Jesus Christ, maybe, right? Hey, maybe I better start being nice to Kale's ex-wife. I think she's just looking for a guy that's got that work. I got a job, but I don't want to. Hey, I don't want to be stuck with that job the rest of my life.
Well, you're doing pretty. You're making more money than the average person in Missoula.
Yeah.
So I would continue with what you're
What
doing.
good is the money? Yeah, I should get it all anyway.
I know.
Just like what you ain't going to get any of that goddamn money you're making out there. Of course,
All the money I make is going into paying the bills.
The reason is you're smart enough to figure out what they're doing to you, but I can tell.
Actually, I'm pretty much making enough basically.
That $3
to
deal was one of them.
Huh?
Because when I was going through that, it was only $2.
I still don't
I can't believe it. That $3 deal.
Huh?
When does that end? How old do you have to be?
Oh, I'm past it now. You have to be 66 or older, and I'm 66. So I could make $33,000. Not that I'm ever going to make that much, but that's how much I can make. But I haven't made that much.
God, man. Geez, I have to start kissing that Jody's ass again, but I might have to. Hey, she comes over here. She's dressed in all one of those new leather outfits.
Good for her. So tell me, I don't really want to hear about your girlfriends.
Buying her car. And the problem is my damn sister Well, she's come over and she was back there. I couldn't talk to her.
Uh-huh.
She wanted me to go over there. She's going to buy me dinner at Silvertip.
Oh. Who was?
Silvertip, they got a
Your
bank.
sister?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good idea.
Hey,
Do they still food? Are they still making food
I
down there?
understand prostitutes because I was married to one.
I don't think they have food there anymore, do they?
Every woman's a goddamn hooker. You were married to 5 of them. But of course you don't understand what I'm talking about.
What I'm
There's a little black thing with a hair on it is what runs a guy's life. I told her, come back on Saturday night and I'll take you down to the Florence Hotel. I'll never see her again.
Who's that?
Jody.
What about your sister?
They got a new dining room down there.
Oh, I heard they're remodeling.
Hannah, I don't know what she's got a boy. She's living right over here.
Can you move over here? Because I'm getting a lot of backlight.
Huh?
Can you move over here?
Well, hey, I've heard all this shit. You can have it.
There you go.
Hey, Jesus Christ, I got a goddamn job. And the government ain't taking any money out of it. Because I told my boss, I says, you want to get rid of me, put me on your payroll and have the government take out $54 a week. And I says, then I won't be back. And he says, I know you ain't going to do it. Hey, you got the best deal in town because you keep track of your time and I know you have access to my cash deposit. Yeah, well, I says, I've got people come over and steal money from me all the time. I got to pick it back up, you know. I said, Jesus Christ.
Who's been taking money?
Huh?
Who's been taking money? Have you been leaving the door
I put it in
open?
a bank because, hey,
Oh.
I can tell if somebody's been in my deal out there is open. They walk in there.
Well, who the
Hell, I
fuck-
don't lock my doors anyway.
Well, who the hell could it be?
Yeah. No, I put it in this bank because they get 9% interest.
Well, that's pretty good.
And it's all it's guaranteed up to 174,000 now.
Well, that's good.
See, that's one thing on a bank deposit. It's guaranteed up to actually 174,000. So if they go broke, well, you'll get your money eventually. I don't know how many lawyers, but I don't know how that works. Them guys already admit they're broke because they got 4 banks.
How the hell could they keep up the money for
We're
4
down
banks?
here. I built another bank down here. Did you see it right on that?
Yeah?
God, that'll be 8 banks. No, 4 of them are building alone.
I think there's a lot of people being laundered. I think there's so many banks because people are using it to launder money is what I think. Because there's not that much money in Missoula. There's not that many people that rich. There really isn't. I mean, you got people like Dennis Washington.
My son just told me on
He's
the goddamn
the
phone
richest guy in town, I'm sure.
that goddamn they got new help down here. I'm with the U.S. Bank down there, and I know they're crooked there. I've been doing a bit, and I figured, well, he's handling my money and he's paying all my bills, and that's his problem. And hey, I don't have to worry about money to live on. My sister, Allison, is going to, the other day, she says when I need some money, come down there, she just makes me out a check. And it pays the taxes on it too. That's why I looked after her. I owe it. She is my sister.
Yeah.
But I worry about what, between her and Kale, that's, I don't know what the answer is.
No, Cale's pretty much got his own thing going.
Going down. My son, when I told him about this deal with Kale, he's probably pissed off over that too. But Kale paid his way. Jesus Christ, he did a nice job on that.
Yeah, he did.
Hell, hey, about once a week he invites me over to dinner. He's a pretty good cook.
All right.
I don't know what that's going to happen to those kids. I worry about them too.
Well, yeah. Who's getting the kids?
So, huh?
Who are the kids going to go to?
Well, that's his sister. She lives in Hayden Lake, right next to Coeur d'Alene.
So they're going to go to his sister?
Yeah, yeah. See, the school's out over here.
Well, that's better than
His
go.
oldest daughter. I don't know if you were.
I remember.
She's 7. She's tall. She's tall.
She's
like
really
that.
smart.
Yeah.
I could tell when I
But
saw her. She's
I
smart.
can see. He thinks somebody else is going to raise those kids, and he's got to work. What he's going to do over there is try to get a woman to come in. He has a full apartment down in the basement, and he's going to let her have that apartment to look after kids. I don't think anybody.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. You don't even know what the hell kind of person you just get somebody.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
What?
Because people have had people take care of their kids and find out that their kids are getting abused.
That's right.
I wouldn't do that. I would never do that.
You're right. I was going to say something.
You read about it in the fucking paper of people here in this area, not just all over the country, but you look at places like Florida and
Hey.
some of the other states. There's people that are fucking killing kids and screw around with kids
Like when I'm going
and
through an
having sex
apartment
with them.
now,
There's a
you-
whole bunch of these bastards, these pedophiles, and some of these women aren't that fucking swift either. There's some of them are thieves. And some of them abuse the kids because the kids,
I know.
you know,
I know that his wife.
hell, there's mothers that kill their own
Well,
babies.
last time I went over there, she was yanking them around. They were playing. She went over and grabbed her daughter by the arm in church. I said, "Don't do that." He's slapping her around.
Who's this?
His ex-wife.
Oh, she's a pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
she-
She's
a part Indian.
you know what it is?
She's
a product of what she grew up with. Her mother, whatever her mother was, that's what she is. Because when girls grow up, they imprint the way
mothers are-
they get imprinted by the way their mothers treat them,
Yeah.
and that's what
She's
she's
got
had.
Indian blood.
Oh.
She's a 16 Blackfoot.
Well, that's kind of strange because most of the
No use of me saying anything to him because he doesn't listen. Just like, oh, goddamn. Your son ever listen to anything you say?
he does
He
sometimes.
told me he didn't. I'm just asking you.
Yeah, he does.
He just pretending. Hell, I used to pretend that I was listening to my father too.
He listens more to his mom though.
It's a sad deal.
Well, it looks like all the snow's gone from the mountains anyway. So, has he got? Where are the kids now? Are they in Coeur d'Alene?
Huh?
Are the children in Coeur d'Alene now?
He's on his way over there. Yeah, he just left.
Okay, so he's got the kids with him. Does he have the kids with him?
Yeah.
Well, she'll be good. She's a family member.
Sure, of course. Now his sister, that Benny's that's kind of like my. Well, my daughter's got this. I never ever hit her. She was one of those people that never raised her voice. Hit her once with a broom because she'd been out all night drinking, and that was a big mistake. But Benny, she's got 2 kids of her own, and she'll take good care. This might be good for those kids.
Well, sure, they have kids to play with.
Yeah.
How old are her kids?
7. His oldest daughter's 7. The other one's 4. His other daughter, and his son is a year and a half old.
Okay, how old is Bendy's kids?
Oh, Benny's kids, they're up around 14 and 16.
Oh, that's good. That'd be.
Yeah, they're tall.
So there'll be something for the kids to look up to.
And she's working for she's a religious person. She's working for a Catholic outfit over there
Oh, good for her.
in Spokane.
Good.
She's married to that sir.
What's her husband doing now? The guy, the French
Well,
gentleman.
This is a branch of that
What's her?
Gonzaga. She works.
Oh, for Gonzaga, yeah.
She's there.
What's
They're in Spokane.
her husband doing now?
Huh?
Is he still selling cars?
Well,
Her husband?
I can't find out. I asked the last time it was tires, and then he was in real estate. I think she's in real estate.
If he's in real estate, he could be making some good
Yeah.
money because there's good.
Of course, his mother. See,
His mother owns a winery over in
owns a
Alsace
couple of
Lorraine.
Wineries over in
Alsace
South
Lorraine,
France.
isn't it Alsace
Yeah.
Lorraine? Yeah.
He's a goddamn mama's boy. She sends him a check every month because he's like all assholes. They couldn't make it without their mother.
Well, it's family money. You know, he's in the family. Maybe he's getting his interest in the family business.
Right. Well, my mother, and I get in trouble and then throw my ass in jail, she'd come down and bail me out. I finally told the judge, I says, tell my mother, she's standing right there, says, tell her if she wants to correct this problem, no, next time I get arrested, to don't come out here and bail me out. So he told her, he gave her a song and dance, and that was the end of that deal. That was the last time I ever got picked up on Higgins Avenue for speeding. Yeah, that's a mama's boy. See, poor mother. She had two sisters that lived to be 102. They had a avocado orchard down in California. They were millionaires. Everybody in their family, on her side of the family had money. Well, us running families, I guess.
Yeah. Does he still have a sailboat?
Huh?
Does her husband still own a sailboat?
No. It sank down there in the Mediterranean. He was going to go to England. He was one of these smart asses. He reminds me of a lot of people.
Yeah.
He bought that boat from originally, my daughter owned the boat. It's a 57-foot three-masted schooner.
Whoa.
And after she had a boyfriend, he left her cold, and she decided to sell it. He bought it, and he said he done a lot of sailing to that. So he and Benny, they started to come up through the Panama Canal, and they were going to go to that city that's underwater down there. And he got out in the Mediterranean, they hit a storm, and the boat sank. And according to her, she told me he tossed her overboard, and they had a cat, and she grabbed the cat and swam ashore. And there's a guy there that he had an air, flew her down to Panama City, and then in Panama City she got an airline to Missoula. And he followed up here. He lived with me here. And I didn't get along with him. The goddamn sauerkraut, just like my wife. Typical damn jerk, you know. I never knew any nice people. And poor Bendy, you know, my daughter and my mother, or my wife, is still married. And when Bendy was going to marry that guy, they cornered me and wanted me to put up a fight. I said, hey, listen, none of my business. It isn't going to change. She'll go do something on her own. Women are have their own mind. And my wife went to bat. She raised hell, made a mortal enemy of her. You can't tell people what to do.
No.
Just save your breath.
Well, so he's going to leave the kids with Bendy then?
Huh?
Cale's going to leave his kids with Bendy and come back and go to work. Is that it?
Just for a couple of weeks.
Oh, okay.
The summer's damn near over right now.
Yeah, it is.
And of course, now I don't know what she's going to do because she goes to work, but he doesn't work. He got enough time. He's a pretty good guy, you know, real quiet. And but like just what you said, That's a bad deal. Just depends on if you get the right person. Now, how are you going to know?
You don't know. Unless you keep
Now, you got
surveillance
that-
cameras.
and that-
You know how people are smart? They have hidden surveillance cameras.
Huh?
People with kids that have nannies now
Yeah.
have hidden surveillance cameras so they can see if the nanny's beating the kids up.
Hey.
Because some people do. They get
Hey, you know
lose their
what?
patience.
Kids are
for
smart.
the
Those
kids.
kids know what's going on.
Yeah.
That 7-year-old daughter here, Jesus Christ, she's smarter.
She's
than
smart
her
as hell. I know.
She's
I met
smarter
her.
than this asshole that's running our country right now.
I know. Because I remember I was over there one day and I got a chance to meet the kids, and I could tell by looking at her she was really smart, and she
Oh yeah,
talked.
she's got her mother.
She was very
She's
smart.
like her mother. Got that.
She's got
She got her mother's genes.
she's got a sense of intuition too. I mean, you can see that
But- and then
she really
that
looks
second-
at you.
that second daughter,
She
it's
looks
the
you right in
same
the
damn
eye.
way.
She looks you right in the eye, and you know from
Oh,
that
yeah.
that she's got a lot
Oh,
on the
hell,
ball.
She comes over and sits here in the Davenport, and I listen to that gal. Why? She can run a big sentence with big letter words.
Oh yeah.
And she reads. She's at night. She's reading a book. And she's going to school.
Yeah.
And over here, and she's already made a couple of words on some of her drawings.
Cool.
And then his other daughter is 4 years old. She's the same way. And that son of his, he's got that big bones. I think he's going to be a basketball player.
Maybe
The
it
other
sounds
day,
like it. Yeah.
I found no basketball, and he was going. I slammed over there, and he caught that son of it. I couldn't believe it. He's only actually a year and a half old.
Cool.
But he'll develop.
Yeah, he'd be good.
Or they got
So
on
she's
Kale's ass.
so
I said, Kale,
now what's the name of his ex-wife?
huh?
Is it Tanya? Is Tanya his ex-wife?
boy. Jesus Christ.
Is his ex-wife named Tanya?
Tanya.
Yeah,
Tanya.
okay.
She's, and her mother is a hooker. Was a hooker to start in with.
Well, no
Still
wonder
is.
she's got these problems. Now, didn't she have some guy she was going to stay with in California that she met on the
got
internet?
Kale. I said, say, Kale, not my goddamn business. Now, I went through this deal with my wife. It had nothing to do with sex, or it isn't. It was all over my goddamn millionaire friends. They were all had money. They'd come over, and I had that flying club, and they had money, and you know, goddamn it, you'll do anything for money, and it was my fault. My wife had nothing to do with it, but nevertheless, it got her down over the years. But it's my fault. I'll take 100. My wife had nothing to do with it. She never, you know, she just more. And then when I went, that service deal broke up. I ended up over in Africa. She got on a goddamn airline and came over there, and I had to rent out a house in North Africa. And she looked at it, and she used to cook my meals. Didn't have to eat that shit the military feeds you. You know, she was a good gal. I ain't blaming her. It was my own. I'm like all those people have my head up my ass, you know. I know, Jesus, hey, right here in this block there's 8 of them and I know them all. I'm talking about the ones that build houses for. Says, this deal next door. Oh shit.
I gotta go find the locking deal like the one you've got on your door. Cause that one door. Remember when I built that door?
Oh, yeah.
Put that door in where the glass pane door used to be. Well, I gotta find I want to get a locking knob, one of those door knobs that locks. And I'm gonna. Where would be a good?
What I'm gonna do is burn a son of a bitch down some night when that old gal was gone. This is a pain in the ass. I have to put up with a lot of shit too from my sister. How would you like it if your phone rang about 7:30 every morning? That's her wanting to know what I'm going to do. You know?
Oh, that's probably good for you. You're
Oh,
used to waking up at that time. I'm sure you wake up at that
I
time
think I ought
normally.
to start calling her. Yeah, if I wouldn't call you at 7:30 because you wouldn't answer the goddamn phone.
Probably not.
Would you? Shit,
No.
no.
No, we wouldn't.
Of course, my sister, that's what, I read a book about the first boy born in a family of girls he's on thin ice. And that's, Jesus. I don't know where that legend come from, but it's true.
Yeah, probably is.
Of course, then I had, oh, she's not my worst sister. I had Elaine. Elaine was the one that got me to come down to California when I was in that damn deal with civilian pilot training. I lived in her basement apartment. That was a big mistake. Anytime you let somebody else run your life, you're going to have trouble. Then Leslie was my favorite sister. She was a cigarette smoker. She's a physical ed trainer out at the university. And she monitored my life. I think she figured she's going to raise me. And that doesn't work. No, it doesn't work.
No.
My older sister always was the one that Tom Mix married. Tom Wicks. She had 7 kids and they're still all alive. She was deaf. She couldn't hear a word I said. That's probably why I haven't gone down and got a new hearing aid. Because there's some people, like old Melby, I could hear him. He had that kind of a low tone, but it was, I could hear everything he said, even if he was in half a mile away. Some people's voice carried better. And my dad, of course, he didn't need a telephone. But I lost my hearing when I was in the railroad. It blew up when those 5100s and 900-pound steam pressure. And everybody on the train that was in the engine shoe lost their hearing at that end. Those hearing experts, they haven't figured out what to do about that. They'll sell you a hearing aid because they need the money. Lying son of a bitch. And I can't, this ear, I blew my ear, this eardrum, you can look right in there and see my brains. Right? I don't think I got any brains.
You can probably see the little tympani and all the little parts in the inner ear. Well,
But if I was feeling sorry for myself,
no, you're
I go
all
out
right.
this back door and hop over that fence and go over. Those guys have an office over there.
Uh-huh.
They're twin brothers and I must have hey, I was the only guy that didn't complain about that damn thing. I'm for progress.
Yeah.
So I never give them any. And fire steel and I drowned that. There was a row of big trees there. They cut them all down. Now I don't have to rake those leaves. And they're honest. And they tell me horror stories. For example, the day the bank opened, a guy come in there, and we wanted one of these deals where you get high interest rates.
Yeah.
And he promised him he was going to deposit a lot of money. And the guy figured it all out. Never came back again at all. And then another guy came in and bought a car and he financed it and never made one payment.
Oh, Jesus.
The bankers have problems too, but these are neat guys. And I think that's an improvement for that fence.
Yeah.
See, in the north side of that building there I got that shed. So he had a big cat and he bumped into it and broke it all up.
Why don't you have your son-in-law transfer your money to the bank here? This bank right here. Can he do that?
Huh?
Why don't you have Stevie transfer, by wire transfer, the money that's in Colorado.
Well, that's why I'm trying.
Or else-
Hey, because he's like you can't talk to the son of a bitch. I mean, I learned that the first day. There's certain people.
Well, maybe he
you
could
can't talk to them. They don't listen to.
Well,
them.
maybe he could keep. Maybe what might be a good idea.
But hey, he knows I'm mad at him because I told my sister, Allison, I showed her on paper and I took her. I had a slip. It showed that he drew actually $74,000, and the interest I had on there was $2,000. He drew that all out of the bank, and I got this. He didn't even want to see it. I mailed it down to him, and I got the letter back. It hadn't been opened. So I told my sister, Allison, I said, hey, I need that money. I said, it's my money, and I need it. I said, I'd like to go out and chase girls. I like to live like you do. I said, you claim you got a job, and I see you go by this little car like yours, go by here 7 or 8 times a day. I said, he's a fucking liar, just like those goddamn Indians I had in there. And I said, hey, but hey, that's good. I'm just jealous is all. And what you gonna do? What I was gonna do is buy on this 4-wheel drive crash. They had one right over here, and because they'll go anywhere without change. And all I want to do was go up to Libby, in that bar. They got a parking lot, it's all paved, and then they have plug-ins. And I want to get a camper and live there, because hey, that's the nicest valley in the damn state of Montana. And trouble is, you got to deal with those goddamn Montanans. They all pack guns, but there's no law. It's legal to have a gun as long as it's not in a holster. Well, I got to tell you, we're still going to go up there.
I was hoping to go up there this weekend, but never worked
Yeah,
out.
you're off all the time. We should be up there right now. Hey, I go by there 100 times. I never seen your car yet out there. That damn white car.
Well,
I don't think you even work out
I'm not using the white car anymore. I'm using the blue car.
Oh,
And I
oh, man. Well, no wonder. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, I'm looking for that white
and I'm
car.
parking the employee parking lot,
Oh.
which is
Where do you park?
in the employee parking lot, which is like
On the north side? Or south side? Or
south, I think.
south? Oh, I look at
No, it's like
on that north end.
Well,
I was parking there too.
it's south. Yeah,
It's south.
it's
towards
not
Missoula.
it's not even part of the regular parking lot. It's like that there's a road that comes perpendicular to Mullen Road, and people turn into the parking lot. Well, when you turn left, that's the company parking lot for
That's a big lot.
that's the customers. But then if you turn right farther down, you come into the employee parking lot.
Well, that's a big store. Well, I don't think. I bet if it was parked right in the middle of the lot, I wouldn't find you.
But I'm
those lots are always full when I go out there.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Well, I'm probably I either work at the GM door or the GR door, the grocery door or the general merchandise door. And I have different days I work and different times I work. It's like,
oh, it's the same all the way down there. Oh,
yeah.
Well, I suppose the best time to go is at 8 in the morning.
Depending on the day. Some days I don't go until 2 in the afternoon. Some days I don't go until 3 in the afternoon. Some days I go in at 7 in the morning. Like I think Monday I'll be going in
Will
7.
this recession slowed it down a little?
You never even know it considering how many people come in.
Oh,
There's a lot of people buying stuff. But the thing is, people are coming to one-stop places and like they can buy everything they want at Walmart. They got groceries, they got
Yeah.
clothing, they have hardware, they have sporting goods, they have auto department, they have a department that'll change your oil, sell you tires and put tires on and
hey,
rotate
where's
your
they build a
tires.
store? Where's they build a store over here? Then they have
Well,
groceries.
they probably, they don't, they do have one in this part of town, and that's the one that we go to down there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And they wanted to turn it into a super Walmart, but the
Yeah.
powers that be wouldn't let them. Bunch of sleazebags. So they because they had the other one over there.
You buy your groceries down there?
Yeah, Martha goes in there and buys groceries. She goes to Albertsons too because they have some good deals
They
sometimes.
got a restaurant too, haven't they?
Well, they don't have their own restaurant. They have a concession restaurant of some Subway subs.
Oh.
But the concession pays rent or leases that
You
area.
ever eat at Costco?
Yeah, I love those hot
Yeah,
dogs.
that's just-
Yeah, I think I
We
took
down
you there.
once. That's good. You're good. Goddamn
It was
restaurant.
$1.50 for a nice hot dog with sauerkraut. Yeah, it was for $1.50. That was a good deal. They still have that, I think.
Well, another good restaurant is that one grocery store where we
Oh,
eat.
yeah. Well, we used to eat Bilo place. Yeah, but I don't go there. It's too many yuppies there.
That old
You know,
waiter,
it isn't
he
like.
died. That old good-looking waitress that was in there died.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Roxy.
No, she lived there.
Because Bonnie, the one that used to work there, she's still working.